Nightly greetings, one and all. Denise Osorio here, homegrown and happy to bring you PTV News now. Top of our breaking stories tonight, the President's directive to up the amount of service recognition incentive or SRI to public school teachers has the Department of Budget and Management's full support. In a statement earlier today, Budget Chief Amena Pangandaman has ordered a review of appropriate financial resources and measures to speed up the President's wishes and directive amidst the observance and guidance of fiscal responsibilities and government's financial limitations. Yesterday, the President instructed the Department and DepEd to raise the amount of Strategic Resource Initiative public school teachers for this year in recognition of their sacrifices for their pupils. A 2,000 peso upgrade from 18,000 to 20,000 pesos is sought for over 1 million DepEd teachers and personnel, as per the President's wish for a raise in the SRIs this year. The SRI is an annual cash incentive granted to government workers in recognition of their commitment and quality performance of their public service duties. When the HTS rebels led by Abu Muhammad al-Jalani took over the Damascus over the weekend, Syrian strongman and dictator al-Bashar Assad and his family fled and then later surfaced in Moscow, where he and his family were granted asylum. With Assad gone, the Kremlin has lost its foothold and influence in the Middle East and may take a while before getting back its mojo and spreading its influence in the region, as VOA's Elizabeth Chernev narrates in this report.
The flag of the Syrian opposition was raised at the Syrian embassy in Moscow on Monday, a sign that Russia has lost a key ally in the Middle East and must now rethink its strategy and alliances in the region. Kremlin granted asylum to the ousted Syrian leader and his family in Moscow and called for an emergency meeting of the United Nations Security Council to discuss the matter. For Moscow, Assad's downfall is a serious blow.
Moscow's intervention in Syria was a way of showing it was a global power and that it had an ability to influence things outside of its immediate neighborhood. So I think in terms of the kind of geopolitical implications, it shows that Russia is less powerful than it might want to project to the rest of the world.
Moscow entered the Syrian war to support Assad in 2015, investing resources in the lives of Russian soldiers, which could now come to nothing. Analysts say it is others who stand to reap the benefits of Assad's downfall after Syria's 13-year civil war.
The big winner here is Turkey. Erdogan is thrilled, I think, that Trump has suggested he's going to remove American service members from Syria. Turkey's influence becomes more critical in that country. So Erdogan and Turkey, their stock rises while Russia's stock decreases here.
Kremlin officials say they are in contact with the new authorities, suggesting Moscow wants to reach some agreement to maintain its presence in Syria. But the role Moscow had in Assad's repression of Syria's people may be a memory difficult to erase.
We saw Russia bombing hospitals, bombing schools, supporting Assad drop barrel bombs on the population, supporting Assad when he used chemical weapons. So I don't think any incoming government, whatever the composition is, whether it's HTS, whether it involves the Kurds, whatever, whichever groups it includes, they cannot just suddenly forget the brutality that, Russia inflicted upon the civilian population.
The rapid fall of the government was for many unimaginable a month ago, destroying a power structure that some people until recently thought was here to stay, and creating a new landscape that for now is unclear. For Ricardo Marquina, Elizabeth Chernev, VOA News.
At this juncture, let's shift focus to my colleague in PTV's Pine City studios for what's hot and happening in the Cordilleras. Audrey?
May bagrabi Pilipinas at tuwing dagiti kaudyan adamag manipudi ti PTV Cordillera. Imbilin ti Malacanang ti 60 nga aldaw a preventive suspension ni Abra Governor Dominic Valera gapo iti maatap a panaglabsing na iti Local Government Code of 1991. Inserbida DILG Car Assistant Regional Director Roberto Maribay, kan Procar DRDO Police Lieutenant Colonel Elmer Ragay, ti suspension order ti Gobernador iti Abra Capitol iti Calman. Nagramot ti desisyon kontra kada Valera ken iti anak na ni Vice Governor Maria Jocelyn Valera Bernos, iti reklamo ni Febes Alzate Falcon, nga asawa day di Bukay Councilor Juan Falcon, apimusay gapo iti sakit iti 2023. May basar iti reklamo linabsing ni Valera ken ti anak na ti Local Government Code, idi nanging patugaw da iti sabali a tao amang sukat iti natay a konsehal. Imbes kuma ati kapartido ti natay a opisyal ti sumukat. Sigun kini Falcon, isuti iniendorso ti National Unity Party, asumukat iti san analpas at termino ti asawa na. Pinaburan ti Palasyo Baban iti Deputy Executive Secretary for Legal Affairs of the Office of the President, ti argumento ni Falcon, at ti partido ti pimusay ng opisyal ti agdesisyon no asino ti umno asumukat. San at ti Governor wenno ti Vice Governor. Iti sa Balita Adamag, good news para kadagiti umili ti Benguet. Nagunodan ti probinsya ti Benguet ti first-class province status may basar iti kaudyan at klasifikasyon ti Department of Finance. Manipod iti second-class province nagbalin a first-class province ti Benguet, kalpasan ang naragpat na iti average annual regular income at least 1.5 billion pesos. Nakagunod ti Benguet iti nagduduma a pamigbig manipod DOF. May kadwa ti probinsya iti year-on-year growth iti locally sourced revenues para iti 2020-2021. Iti mat 2022 nabigbig ti Benguet ka top performing province iti Cordillera Administrative Region para iti highest locally sourced revenues category. Iti napadatawan pinirmaan ti President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. ti Automatic Income Classification of Local Government Units Act tapno mapapigsa ti Local Autonomy and Development. Impanamnamaman ni Benguet Governor Melchor de Clas, tagtultuloy apan nagduras ti probinsya ken mariknada giti Benguet ti benepisyo iti sidong ti Healthier Benguet Agenda. Dagita dagiti damdamag manipod iti PTV Cordillera, siyang ni Audrey Villena, na Imbagarabi.
And that's it for tonight's show. Join us anew tomorrow evening for another set of breaking stories at the hour. And never forget to keep it here for news you can count on. Denise Osorio here wishing you all a relaxing and restful night ahead. And thank you for watching PTV News Now.